In this project, we have thoroughly studied the 5 P's of marketing in order to have a complete mix. The main advantage of covering 5 P's is that it is very easy to understand by a reader and guarantees full coverage. First P is product. To further simplify this section, we have made recommendations for all 7 C's we have discussed in the first section of our project. Product redesign is one of the most crucial steps as a recommendation for this project. In terms of website look and feel, the main recommendation include usage of layouts and wireframes for the better understanding of the website while coding. The developers can also use sticky note process by which they can easily structure the different sections of their website. Propisor will be mainly used over internet. For a content to be used electronically, it is highly unadvisable to use serif fonts. They are very hard to read on computer screens. The final recommendation is to use a pleasing color scheme and have social network links on the web. The main recommendation in terms of content is to use professional copywriters to write their content. They will also save the company from long term copyright infringement cases. Similarly, use your own pictures instead of pulling it from the internet. The final recommendation is to periodically create useful content such as blogs which can be shared over internet. This will be helpful in establishing a brand value for Propisor. PA Consulting also recommends customizable web pages for all of its vendors and to create clean and responsive designs which work well on handheld devices. We should be able to remove all the hyperlinks from our portal. Any links which lead to external websites but social networks are not required on the portal. Even the social network links should be opening in new tabs. Improved capacity is a feature which will be very beneficial in long term. Once we have a decent crowd on our websites, we are exposed to the risk of crashing our websites. We need to hire a third party to perform a stress testing and also rectify if there are issues pertaining to it. The final and foremost recommendation in terms of product is the need of Propisor to go mobile. Propisor needs to build apps on all the major platforms, be it Android or iOS. They also need to prepare mobile responsive websites for handheld devices. Let's talk about the second P of marketing, people. There are 3 types of people associated with this business: customers, our team, and vendors. The company needs to follow a profit driven approach in terms of our customers. The geographic and demographic focus will automatically drive more profit. Companies should majorly target males from 30 to 55 living in high earning locations of Delhi. Again, the final recommendation is to go mobile. In terms of team, the Propisor team needs to focus on its marketing activities. They need to have an elongated marketing support which continues further after this project. The team also needs to follow project management techniques and also their best practices. The Propisors team also need to hire technical expertise which can bring flexibility, security, and mobile aspects to the product. In terms of vendors, we performed a small survey for our better understanding. Our recommendation is a combination of our understanding and the results of survey performed with a total of 65 vendors and small construction businesses. We understood that the vendors are not too educated and they have a minimal online presence. They are willing to go cashless because of the government's policies and are ready for commission based transactions. The recommendation will be presented in the final slide for this. The next P is place. We have realized that there is not much to be recommended in terms of place. Delhi has a huge population with the highest per capita income and is the best place to start a business according to PA Consulting. The location strategies are shared in our segmentation part. For price, we have realized that the price should be zero for both our customers and vendor side. There is no need much of charging without even making people realize how helpful the product is. This process can lead to business failure. Commission per sale strategy seems the best for this business and profitable in long term and more sustainable. In terms of promotional activities, Propizer has a customer base of educated, earning, and mobile and internet using crowd. The most effective economical option to target these people is through social networks. Other cheap option can be having printed flyers in the newspapers. The vendor side promotional activities are completely different. In order to convince vendors, Propizer needs to connect them on a one to one basis since they do not have an online presence and the vendors mean a lot for the company. Let us summarize the final and the most important recommendations slide for this project. First and foremost, Propizer is in the need of a well defined marketing plan like this one. The company needs to follow project management best practices and techniques to have a smooth function. Do not charge your customers, please. Free service. The employees need to stop working in silos, have a collaborative and quality work environment. Follow the product redesign recommendations, they are very important. Go mobile, two magic words. 70% of the internet is running on cell phones. Build a clear mission statement and a catchy tagline. Follow recommendations in business awareness for your brand. Always keep in mind the company has to keep generating revenue constantly. Use the target strategy mentioned in the project. 30 to 55 males is your market. Hire some people, including tech writers and content writers. Propizer needs them. Connect personally with the vendors and connect with the customers over social networks. Thank you so much. If you have listened till this point, I would like to have any questions from your side over the email. Please feel free to connect with me at pxa2200 at the rate rit.edu. Thanks again for listening. This presentation ends in 3, 2, 1.